Hey, my name's Mike Mitchner. I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike. Everybody knows what tomorrow is as an American. It's election day. And the body of Christ is actually divided over a lot of things in general, particularly this issue. And I just want to encourage you, regardless of where you come from, if you're a Christian, regardless of where you come from ideologically, from a political spectrum, regardless of what happens tomorrow, your party can win and you think you have victory, your party can lose and you think you have defeat. That what happens tomorrow is irrelevant to the advancement of the gospel of Jesus Christ and its success. Jesus said, I will build my church. He's been building his church for 2,000 years around the globe. He's not going to start Wednesday. He's not going to stop Wednesday. He's going to continue what he's been doing forever. He's building his church with Christians, sharing his love, sharing his message with a lost and dying world. And we need to participate with him. We need to build that building with him and participate as a co-laborer together with him as he builds his church, sharing his love with a lost and dying world. He secured the permanent victory when he died on the cross and rose again the third day, overcoming death, overcoming the grave, overcoming all that's temporal. And one day we'll be with him for all eternity, not worried about which party won or lost, but united, worshiping together as his children. I shared that message yesterday with our church about how we have the victory, that God is sovereign. He's on his throne. He's not anxious about tomorrow. And one of the children drew me a little, they drew my image here, and they wrote a verse on there. It wasn't a verse I shared in the message. It was probably a verse just their parents had them memorized. But I want to read it. Heaven is my throne, earth is my footstool. Or what house will you build and what will be my resting place? She wrote down Isaiah 66:1. In the last chapter of the book of Isaiah, Isaiah goes out saying, listen, regardless of what happens to the nation of Israel, and we know what's happened to them in their history past, we hope, we look forward to what's going to happen in the future. But we know what's happened to the nation of Israel in the past, particularly in the time of Isaiah's day. But regardless of what happens to us as a nation and us as a people, God is on his throne, and the earth and the things of the earth are just his footstool. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. Let's keep our eyes on eternity. And let's do that tomorrow and the next day and the next as we participate with Jesus, building his spiritual house, building his kingdom as a co-laborer together with him. Isn't it a great thing to be on the winning side regardless of what happens tomorrow? We got the victory. Thanks for watching Mondays with Mike. I'll see you next week. Never forget, you're greatly loved.